both limited edition
Oh,
Blu-rays.
shit. Send me your address because I double ordered Hellsing Ultimate 9 or 8 9 or
Oh,
9 and
okay.
10, whatever. I'll send it to
I'll
you.
shoot you an email
Your wedding present.
and some shirts.
Yes, I do have yours separated from everything.
Make sure
Yeah,
this
that
is
year
not on
I
stream right now.
they,
Uh,
that year. Oh, you can send me an email later.
No, I'm doing it now because I won't remember. There's no way in hell. Oop,
Yeah, I think
don't
we've
live in
tried
Virginia. I live in California. That's
uh,
crazy.
I'm sure there's a Michael Hannon in Virginia.
There's a group on Facebook that I'm a member of. Like I say that like I'm on fucking Facebook ever.
yeah, right.
Called Hannons Around the World. It's like 5,000 of us.
Wow. There was I get the occasional Google alert of a Brian Hanna who's a mayor in New Zealand.
So the only other Michael Hannon I know is a lead singer in a band, I think in Chicago.
Oh, nice.
Michael Hannon died at 77.
Oh.
Sorry guys, that's how long I got.
Oh.
LAPD officer joins 60s right process.
Yes, I am the mayor of the Waitomo district in New Zealand.
Oh,
Dude,
congratulations.
we need to take a trip.
Yeah, right. I don't know, man. That's like an 18-hour flight.
Fuck, dude, be mayor, be worth it. Come on. We can Mayor West this thing up. This would be great.
Yes.
Salty Dog was a hard rock band formed in late 1986 in LA by Jimmy Bleacher, Scott Lane, Michael Hannon, and ex-Rat drummer Kurt Mayer.
Jimmy
Nice.
Jimmy Bleacher. I
Jimmy
love that
Ble-
name.
And it is Jimmi.
Of course it is.
Oh, yeah, why not? Jimmy.
Oh my god.
No,
I performed bass and background vocals.
Nice.
We only released one album.
Of course you did.
It's pretty
but
good.
it was hot. Hot hair metal. No, there's a John Noblock that's in California. The dude is a total wigger.
Really?
Oh, that's a shame.
Like,
Ooh, a Frank Hannon band. FrankHannon.com.
Hmm.
Oh no, this dude. Oh no, this dude.
Is he a nightmare?
Oh no. Download the first single now, Electric Chair.
Ooh.
New album coming soon for Christmas 2014.
oh, he's got a Christmas album?
Doesn't that mean it's coming on Christmas 2014? Aside from touring and recording the world with the band Tesla.
Oh, really? Huh.
Hey guys, I'm pretty great.
Nice.
It's warm in here today.
It's snowing outside.
Yeah, Friday was bananas here.
Yeah.
Like that storm was supposed to hit until the evening. That ruined my day at work.
That sucks.
What'd you get done today? I got nothing.
What'd you do? I did
I
nothing.
had nothing.
No,
I gotta know Dukes.
I'll tell you all what I did all day later.
Ow.
Hey-o.
really, it's only been like one thing a week.
Ladies.
Hey, did you do it well?
Yeah, that depends on your definition.
No, the answer is always.
Always.
You gotta sell yourself a little here.
Come on, man. Rinse and repeat.
This is the worst show ever.
Yes, it is.
I'm sorry,
you just started the pre-show. So
Oh god.
these little tidbits. These are our little gems.
Indeed.
Little gems. My dog's eating himself over here.
Pretty normal Sunday.
Dude, stop stoving the pipe, bro. Come on. Come on.
Can't help himself.
I guess it's time to reapply.
I might save some of these tweets and emails for the mailbag episode.
Thank you, Hannah. That was so great.
I'm
That's
just
terrible.
letting you do your thing. Click, 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 click,
Yes.
click.
Click.
Just print the damn thing.
Enhance.
Your keyboard's perfect for that.
Yeah, it really is.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
All right, starting in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back to another episode of That Video Game Podcast. I'm your host, Boss, and going around the room, we have Knobs.
What's up?
And we have the Hannah.
Hello.
So fair warning. I'm getting married in a couple of days here, and the house is full of a lot of people and animals, so if something suddenly happens, I apologize in advance.
There may be noises.
There will be noises.
There will be
We
noises.
also have a toddler in the house right now, so guaranteed.
Toddler, it's gonna be like Funny Farm over there in a little bit.
Yeah. All right, so let's get started, Knobs, with what have you been a-playing?
Hey, well, it's pretty much been the status quo for me. I go Battlefield like 3-4 nights a week because I got issues.
Needs.
But no, like Monday night's still a riot. I think Pokey joined us for Monday night, and decidedly we did not disappoint.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a trial by fire there for a little bit. Hey, how you guys doing? And what is happening in here?
And everything is on fire.
And yes, what went wrong? But no, it's a lot of like I can't believe someone just said that. Like the whole night was just, it's so much fun. You got to join it. I wish there's a way I could capture it, like all the party chat, because it's not so much the game that we're playing, even though the ridiculousness of that game lends itself to those great moments. Like last week, there's a helicopter in the building.
Yes, absolutely.
But there's always something stupid and us giggling about stealing people's tags. Like,
Yeah.
it's so much fun. Please come join us and just enjoy the shenanigans, because it is a lot of fun. And then I'm going to call it Friday night. We're always on playing Battlefield 2. So if you want to join us for our weekend wrap-up for the week, it's always like Donnie and I were at a fundraiser for whatever boosters thing we were in, and we were hurried up to eat, have a couple pops, and then get back there so we can play some more Battlefield. Let's not do any adult socializing or anything. We need to get back and talk on a
you got to
microphone.
bookend your
would you
week
do
with some
that?
BS4.
Yeah.
Yes.
BS4? BF4.
BF4.
BS4.
More like BS4, right, ladies?
Hey.
Oh, God, I'm so tired.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that makes two of us.
It'd only be worse if there was another B in it. But anyway, on that note, I attempted to play some more Volgar the Viking.
Yeah. Keyword being attempted.
Oh man, that game eats me alive.
They don't make games like that anymore, huh?
No, they don't, because it reminds me of so much of learning or trying to play Kardash back in the day, where it's you get one shot. You have one shot. You maybe get an item that'll let you get hit once.
Yeah, but you have to find it. It's a secret.
Well, it's not even so much a secret. It's just you have to recognize these patterns, and the worst thing about there are no patterns in this. They spawn relentlessly.
Yeah.
It is move forward or you're dead.
Yeah, it's not.
And
It's like, oh, I'm gonna go back for a second. Whoops, the enemies are back.
Well, it's the second you stop to try and gauge a situation, and an army's chasing you forward of those green men or whatever they are.
Yeah.
It's like, oh god. And you move just fast enough that you could just inch in front of them, but the second you throw a spear, they're right on top of you.
Mm-hmm.
But that game is intense, but it looks and plays so good. I mean, it is so workmanlike to have that platformer like that, and the animations are just so perfect.
And it's really faithful to the old, the old style of games without really being kind of beholden to it. It's not it's a lot like Shovel Knight, where it's sort of like, all right, you've played these games before, but now you're going to play them, and you're going to play them like they were made without the limitations of the hardware.
Yeah.
Right. And that's just, it's a joyous thing to play, because I love the spear chucking animation more than anything else. Because
it's pretty ridiculous.
He reaches so far back, and it's like three moves, here, top, down, it's like perfect pitching form. It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Like it's like a missile coming off of there. It's awesome. And I love when you first grab that first hammer, that first dude just gets wrecked by that flaming spear.
Oh man.
But I love it. I mean, I don't know if I'll get any further in it because I haven't even beat the first stage.
Oh wow.
Like,
but you can respect it for that. You know,
like I get to the same point and I'm like, yeah, all right, I gotta take a break. I gotta walk it off.
Yeah.
Like I gotta take a lap because I'm just so upset that something so dumb like little flower petal killed me. But
that will happen.
But then it's like you should be better than this. Like it's so great. It really grinds my gears at times. But no, like I probably had like 3 or 4 different attempts of really trying to play that. And I tried downloading Dive Kick the other day because I think it's on sale at Games for Gold for like $7 or something.
That's not bad.
Wow. Okay.
And it just looks like I'm not even sure what that game was, but after watching the video, yeah, that game looks like a lot of fun.
I think that's a game you will enjoy a lot.
Yes.
It's so simple, and there's so much strategy into a 2-button game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Like it looks like a blast. Like it was killing me. The dude that's got the boots on his feet, or boots on his hands, and he stands upside. Does a handstand on his little boot feet.
Yeah,
and does this
little boot feet.
It's great.
God, that game is so dumb, but just incredible.
Yeah, it's awesome. Like I watched a video like probably twice. I'm like, well, really, this needs to download.
Nice.
And then the game I played the most of this week, and probably some of the most fun I've had in gaming in a long time, was Sunset Overdrive.
Yeah.
I finished it.
Oh wow,
ooh, nice.
I couldn't not it pushed me to finish this game because it just became too funny not to see what the next joke was.
Oh man. I really wish I had time to play that more.
It is the traversal is what got me more on than anything else, is zipping around that world. And
how about that air dash?
Oh, that
air dash!
There's an air. I didn't even realize until I got the air dash, and I was like, nice. Oh, that's what I've been missing in this game. Okay, yes. Now it's this weird Guilty Gear, Gun Valkyrie, platforming, Jet Set Radio disaster.
Oh yeah, in every right way, especially when you do where you do your little slide on the water. Might be my favorite animation in that game, where you dash and you're like, oh man, I just missed that jump, and you go like ski, and it goes, and you're scooting across the water. You jump your air dash, hit the next boat, and you're back up in the air. Like it is.
Oh god, it's so good.
It is so satisfying, and the wall running. Oh my god, the wall running.
Yeah, wall run is really great.
I like that I don't have to hold X to hold onto the wall. He just glues himself to it, and on the corner you tap X, and he takes this crazy turn. Nice. But my favorite part of wall running is when you go to inside corners, where he literally lays on it, he back rolls around the wall.
Oh wow!
And nice. try corners it. It is so cool.
I think that's the best word for Sunset Overdrive is satisfying. You know, it feels like an old Sega arcade game where you're kind of, the announcer says you have 2 minutes and you're doing something. You're parkouring around the environment, but it's a huge open world where you get to do anything.
Yeah.
And I did not know how to utilize the trap system, that you have to jump on them to activate them.
Oh, wow. Interesting. I'm not sure.
I don't know if you knew that either. No. I didn't know that's accidentally hit one of the description videos. I was like, so that's why these weren't killing anything.
I didn't know that. Man, weird. The only weird thing about that game is when you go to buy weapons, I feel like the volume in that game is really low, sort of overall. And then when you go to buy the weapons, that has that booming voice that's way louder than everything else.
You bought it!
No, it's literally like that. It's like this big, deep voice, destroy your enemies. It's just what?
It's almost it's almost out tinning the microphone. He's right on top of it.
Yeah.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Man.
But that game is just it's fun, and it ends really, really good.
Do you think you're gonna go back and collect a whole bunch of stuff in the game?
I don't know, because I think I need to push on and and get more games played this year.
Yeah, as we're coming up to the recently discussed top 10 episode.
Well, I mean, it's not so much that, but it seems like if you'd have told me at the start of the year that Battlefield was going to eat up over 300 plus hours of my time, I'd have called you crazy.
Yeah. That's true.
Like that. I mean, like maybe you need to get checked in somewhere because
something had. Did a mule kick you? Is that
I don't know. I don't know what it was about that game in particular. It clicked and I got it, and it became ultimately satisfying. Like even bad rounds, I'm not even upset about anymore.
Yeah,
because there's always a moment every round that just like, oh, all right, I'm back.
Okay.
I think that's been really weird. I think for the three of us this year, either we've gone 100% deep on one single game that I think has surprised us.
Yeah.
Most namingly, the only game I've played the last 2 weeks. Or it's been this thing where we get a little bit into a game and we're like, man, this game is super great. Yeah, I didn't finish it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because I mean, I feel the same way. Like, all right, Lego Marvel, I haven't gone back to, which I'm shocked I haven't gone back to that game.
I can understand.
I have Shadows of Mordor. Like that game's outstanding. I played like 2 hours of it.
Yeah.
That was. I mean, I think that's a front runner for me.
Oh, for sure.
Because that game came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
But I mean, I played the crap out of what's it called? Dead Rising 3. I think I'm done with that game. Like I don't think I can jump back into that world.
I think you've gotten everything out of that one.
But yeah, I mean, like I'm really want to throw in Sleeping Dogs to see what it's about.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those like, and the next thing you know, I'm playing Battlefield for like 6 hours. Like,
it's one of those things where it's like, well, it's already in. And I could do like 2 more matches, and I'm really close to this other thing. And then like 6 hours later, you're like, oh man.
But I mean, that's the weird thing is like, there's literally no reason for me to keep playing.
Yeah.
Other than the social aspect and just the dumb fun that we end up in that game.
Well, I think that's more of a selling point than anything else. I have unlocked everything, and I still need to play this game because it's fun.
Right. I mean, yeah, I'm kind of hoping that there's going to be something else that'll pull the community to do something new maybe next year, because I don't think Battlefield will have the legs of it that it will be. I'm hoping Star Wars Battlefront will be that game.
Yeah. Well, new PGA Tour is coming out next year.
Well, there we go. Because I played Power Slug Golf this week too.
Oh yeah.
Had a meltdown. At least I wasn't streaming it when I had that meltdown. only witness was Donnie on that one.
Nice.
Where I got pissed, reloaded it, did the same bad shot again. I'm like, I'm out. I turned off. Bye, Donnie. Turned off the one.
Burning this place to the ground.
Like it was. I'm not usually that guy, but I was that dude. I'm like, man,
that'll happen, man.
I haven't rage quit stuff like that in a while.
I don't know. This year has been really weird like that. Where it's sort of been like, yeah, I'm looking forward. Like, look how much time I put in Forza Horizon 2, the most anticipated game of the year this year. I put like 3 hours in. I was like, this is really great. All right, moving on.
Yeah.
it's been real. Like playtime has been real feast or famine. Like it's not like I don't want to play games. It's just nothing has really held my attention, and when it has, I destroyed it to the point where I don't feel like I need to go back.
Yeah. See, one of my biggest problems is with the PS4 and with how crazy this house has been lately. With the PS4, I can plug a headset into my controller, and all the audio goes through that.
Yeah.
With the Xbox One, especially like with Sunset Overdrive, with how much you need to hear that game, I don't really get a lot of time where I can just sit down and have the game coming out of the speakers on the TV. So, and you can't play that game silent, so I kind of can't play it at all lately. Like, it's no fault of anybody's, it's just kind of...
It's just a situation. And
but like,
that stuff happens.
But and it's unfortunate because I think that feature on the PS4 is so strong, and the Xbox One comes with the headset in the package. You just can't route the audio through it. And I think that's like my number one thing I'd like to see how the Xbox One is. The same thing that the Wii U does. with the gamepad. You know, you don't have to have the TV on at that point.
Yeah.
And I think that'd be the thing that would sell it way stronger for me.
But the one thing I would say that I would enjoy more of in Sunset Overdrive if it had the soundtrack from Lollipop Chainsaw.
That would be fitting.
Yeah.
I mean, I think Run Around That World with Cherry Bomb blasting in the back of my head, would have been amazing.
Nice.
In that game. But, I mean, all things here, I didn't change my outfit one time. I love my outfit. Yeah. I streamed a little bit the other day.
Oh, nice.
And then I got random phone calls, so whoever watching had a pause menu for like 15 minutes. But, but no, it's I'm not gonna say it's my game of the year, but it is one of the best games I've played in a long time.
And a surprise too, as I think when everyone was saying when Insomniac announced it at E3 2 years ago, and they had that trailer where the main character's like swinging down and shooting all those ODs. I think everyone was sort of like, go on. This looks like something I'm interested in.
It's to its advantage, it is really easy to play.
Yeah.
Like what you're seeing on a video looks like it should be a button combination nightmare. But it's so intuitive, flipping up and down on the wires and wall running and just grabbing stuff and shooting. I mean, it's satisfying in every level. Like, I love the dude weapon that shoots the bowling balls.
Yeah.
Like,
nice.
Like, you charge that thing up, and literally, it's this blast of death. And when you get the, no, I mean, I don't think it's a spoiler, but you've seen, like, the Excalibur melee weapon?
No.
Okay, well, you do this, the forging mission is amazing to make this weapon. And I wonder if you can do it differently with the other set of metals you can pick. Like, you have two sets. You have either like the titanium trophies to make a sword out of, or like a coffee pot, a toaster, and some nickels. So of course, whichever one you pick, you take it over to the nuclear power plant, and you're literally like, as you heat up the thing, and you're bouncing up and down inside this nuclear silo. And it is so awesome, and it's like overcharged, and you have to, the next mission, you have to wreck 99 robots with it.
Oh wow!
Nice.
And then there's a joke after it, which was priceless.
So I have to thank the Boot71 in chat for turning me onto the Xbox One stereo headset adapter, now being sold on Amazon for $45. It does what I need it to do.
Hooray!
So I have spent I don't know how long searching on Google. I wish Microsoft was a little bit more upfront about, hey, you want to do that thing? Go buy this thing.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to go with that.
I bet you would have found it if you searched Bing.
You know what? You bring up a good point.
But you wouldn't be able to find anything else. So.
No.
Let's put our search side by side.
Like, yeah.
Bing goes, I think you wanted stuff. While we're talking.
But it was outstanding game. I mean, it was just fun to play. Nice. I just wish the weapons, even if you got them up to level 5, didn't really have the impact of like when you took the time to level up a weapon in Ratchet and Clank, though. It didn't seem to take on any extra characteristics or really be hitting any harder than it was before, other than you could equip better amps.
Yeah, because I think the thing that I loved about Ratchet and Clank is how hugely absurd some of those weapons would get. You know, like at level 1 you're shooting out like a little fireball, and at level 5 you're shooting 5 that's split into 5 pieces each, and it's just the screen is just everything's on fire.
I think that might be the only miscue in that game was the actual leveling of the weapons and the fun that could have been had. But with that being said, shooting an explosive teddy bear has never been more satisfying in a game ever.
That weapon is really great. That weapon is really pretty great.
Oh, that weapon is a crowd pleaser.
Oh, yeah.
It is awesome. It's a little squeak, squeak, and then it goes out, and it is a great weapon.
Yeah.
Even though they'd be to be one up by the hairspray cannon.
Oh, I haven't gotten that one yet.
Well, it shoots out like 4 hairspray cans that blow up and then they blow up again.
Oh,
Which
jeez.
I'm hoping if I take time and level that one up, it might do something else. But
Nice.
adding like the amps seem to augment a lot of things. Like it's really fun. Oh man, I had a blast. Like I literally yesterday I couldn't put it down.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty much what I did. Sat and played Sunset Overdrive to its fruition.
Wow. Man, I gotta get back on that game. Now maybe I can with this new Xbox One stereo headset adapter brought to you by Microsoft for the Xbox Entertainment Platform.
Only
And
on
Boot 71.
Yeah, yeah, and Boot 71. And the letter Q.
But that's pretty much
can't
it.
win them all.
I mean, the Luminesce monster's back.
No,
Oh,
no.
yo, I saw you online a couple of times. You're gonna
Silence.
get me, man.
Ignore me.
Just to forewarn you.
Oh, just
All right, Hannah, what have you been playing that hasn't been Luminous, you monster?
Destiny.
Hey, all right. Speaking of a
I've-
game that I didn't think I would play a crap ton of this year.
Dude, okay, so I'm sitting here like scratching myself like a heroin addict because the PS4 is on the other side of this wall here, and I gotta go hit level
I
18,
can
man.
taste it. What? So
Yeah.
we didn't even talk last week. What class are you playing as?
I'm playing Hunter.
Oh, I was gonna say like, why is Warlock your favorite?
No, Hunter, sir. If there is a Hunter class in a game, I will play it.
I also have my Hunter leveled up, and Hunter's pretty great.
Yeah. I had a quick question. I don't understand the subclass thing. Do I have to like equip that second class and then just go from the beginning to level that up?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
So it's
I guess I'll do
actually
that.
it doesn't actually sound that bad because basically what you can do. So pro tip for Destiny players.
Yeah.
If you're looking to level up like a subclass or armor or weapons or something, but you don't want to actually use them because they're way weaker than your other stuff, save up like 4 or 5 bounties all at once, and then go turn all of them in at the same time when you have that other stuff equipped. Because then it applies all that XP to your equipped stuff.
That's a good idea.
And if you turn in, no one knows for sure, but if you turn in a whole bunch of bounties all at once, it seems like the chances get increased for you to get exotic bounties.
Okay.
So
I'll have to try that because I've been doing bounties. That's sort of been my week. I got to the point where it's like, hey, get your butt to Mars.
yeah,
And I was like, okay, I'm like level 14. I'm not quite ready for Mars.
yeah.
Let's go do a bunch of bounties. Let's go roam around. And before I knew it, I was like, oh, look, I'm like level 17, turned in a couple of bounties. Oh, I'm like this close to 18.
Yeah.
A couple of these bounties were like real not fun.
What
Like,
ones were you running into?
Kill 2 enemies with a single fusion rifle
Yeah.
shot 20 times.
I never picked that one up.
So I found the best way to do it is to do the second mission on Earth because you get a bunch of thralls coming at you, and that's
nice.
the easiest way to do it.
Yeah.
So I just ran through that twice and just sort of lined up my shots.
There are a couple like that I think take a little bit longer than is really worth the amount of experience you're getting. Like that one and...
The Golden Gun one where you have to shoot 3 different...
Yeah.
That
one's
one.
not-
I'm doing that one right now.
that
I'm
one's
going to
not
do
that
it
fun.
once and never take it again.
Yeah.
I'm thinking about actually doing some of the Crucible bounties too. Some of the Sims do 5 matches of this.
Yeah, or like kill 20 warlocks. It's like, okay,
Yeah.
I can just do that over time. Like, I don't have to do that right now. I like those ones a lot, especially when they have days where they have all 3 kill 20 of a class. You just roll up on all 3 of those and just kind of keep playing until you got them.
Yeah. So those bounties reset daily?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll have to
And with
finish
an
a couple.
upcoming patch, you're supposed to be able to... It's an upcoming patch or something around... patch around when the first DLC comes out next month.
Okay.
You'll be able to hold 10 bounties instead of 5.
Nice. That'll be cool.
My problem is I have 2 exotic bounties going on right now that are going to take a long time. So I can only have 3 slots for like the daily stuff, but that I need more experience than that.
Yeah,
I gotta level up some exotics, Bungie. Come on.
Wow.
Yeah, they should probably do like separate slots for exotics or something, shouldn't they?
I feel like that'll be a thing that'll come later. But there's
Yeah,
only like 5 or 6 exotic quests right now. So
Okay. I would really like some better on like HUD tracking of those bounties.
Yes.
Like let me have
Like
one
any?
that I could Yeah, like let me have one that I can highlight as active so that I can see its progress on my screen. Like just the stuff I missed from WoW, you know?
Yeah, that's what I was just
like
about to
those
say.
little
Like
things.
it's the things that they should have stolen from WoW. Where it's sort of like, you can show up to, let's say, just so you don't keep the interface cluttered, you can show up to 3 active bounties at a time, and it'll just say like, oh, you're doing, when you hit the center touchpad, it just says, oh, you're doing kill 20 warlocks, and then do this thing, and then kill 10 hive, masters or chiefs or whatever it calls it.
Yeah, those are
That's
fun.
easy.
I like finding those guys and taking them out because it feels like an actual accomplishment.
Yeah.
Well, it's slowly feeling not like an accomplishment because I'm rapidly approaching the actual like experience level cap, and then I have to start doing
farming that light.
Yeah, I think I started on accident. It said I had some sort of light something before I came over here today and started recording.
The worst thing about Destiny is there's 2 things that have the name light in it that are associated with experience. So when you hit 20, every time you get through another level equivalent of experience, you get something called a mote of light.
Okay.
And it's just another consumable.
Yeah.
Another piece of let's like money. I don't know what word I'm thinking. Currency. Thank you.
There's the word.
And the other thing too is your light value. So basically, any gear that's higher than level 20 will have a light number associated with it. And the more light you have, the more you get leveled up beyond 20, and the more you spend, money and consumables for leveling up that armor, the more that value goes up.
Okay, I'm gonna have to do some reading tonight, I think, because I'm rapidly approaching that level cap, and I want to do it as efficiently as possible once I get there.
The Destiny the game subreddit is really, really, really good. They have a lot of like, I hit level 20, now what do I do? Those sort of guides. And they have a lot of guides about, because once you hit 20, I would recommend hitting level 3 in the Crucible and then the Vanguard.
Okay.
And then kind of maybe seeing if there's some equipment for the other reputation, the other 3 factions that you want.
Yeah.
But they have a lot of suggestions for, if you play this way, here's the cool gear that you can get by grinding some of the PvE stuff.
Nice. Yeah, that's the other thing I'm going to have to start doing, is grinding the reputation. I'm real close on like level 1 Cryptarch rep.
Oh, that stuff will go by very, very... I'm like level 17. Like there's a strike playlist, the very last one, the level 24 one. That every time you finish a strike, you get 1 or 2 engrams.
Oh, wow.
So like at that point, you just go back to town and you're decrypting like 12 of them after you run a couple of them.
Very cool. Yeah, that's the other thing I got to do. I got to get online with some people and run some strikes.
Yes.
Because I have not done that yet.
Yeah, if you haven't run any strikes, I really like a lot of the strikes. They're really pretty cool experiences. Like it's the sort of thing that you don't see just running normally through the game.
Okay.
2 of them really suck.
Okay, which ones are those?
The Dust Palace is the PS4 exclusive one. That one is really bad.
Yeah.
And what was the other one? I don't remember the other one. I blocked it out of my mind.
That'll happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I played just a bunch of Destiny this week. Like I said, I'm rapidly approaching like level cap. I'm on Mars. I'm doing those missions there. That's closer to the end of the game. Mm-hmm. So that should be real interesting, and then it'll just be me recycling all that stuff over and over and over again, just doing bounties.
Is Mars the last planet? That's the 4th one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's
the Moon, Venus, then there's one other weird one at the top. Yeah.
Oh, and the Rift?
Yeah, the Rift.
There's nothing in there. There's 2 cutscenes.
Yeah, the 2 cutscenes where you do like the great mic drop.
Yep.
Yeah. Like yo, I got it. And then Mars.
Yep.
I don't know if there's anything after that. So
no.
Oh,
not yet.
Well, yeah, that's looking forward to the DLC then.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking forward to the DLC, not only for the new raid, because that stuff looks super cool.
Yeah, I want to do the Vault of Glass before the DLC comes out.
Yeah, there's the Vault of the new DLC will probably make the Vault of Glass easier, which is a good thing. But yeah, we should try and get our raiding posse together to see if we can get you through there.
Okay.
But there's going to be a new NPC in the tower for the DLC that will have what sounds like a fairly long string of story quests associated with her. So that sounds kind of cool. I'm hoping that turns out well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is I'm amazed at how much I've been playing this game. I cannot get enough of the shooting in this game. It's really, really good.
Yeah.
I can't argue that. That game does play well.
It's very well made.
Yes, I will totally give it up on that. And like the story, I'm probably gonna, when I'm sitting around bored, I'll probably read through some more of the Grimoire cards. But like, I keep unlocking them too. Like it's like,
I really liked reading through that stuff when I took a little bit of time. I spent I think like an hour sitting down, and I went through. A lot of them are interesting because some of them are like written very. Almost like a history textbook where it's like this year this thing happened and this thing happened, but some of them are written as either conversations between two people talking about that thing, or like especially for some of the Vault of Glass stuff, like the missives written by this crazy guy who fought the Vex by himself in the Vault of Glass. And it's kind of like once you get some of that stuff, it's kind of like, all right. Like your writing is Bungie's writing and Bungie's lore is still really good. It's just
not in the game
here.
Yeah, that was actually, now that I've run into more enemy, like I've run into not only the Fallen but the Vex and now the Cabal.
Yep.
And by the Cabal, of course, I mean the Space Marines from
the Space Turtles
Warhammer. Yeah. They look like the Space Hulks from Warhammer.
Yeah, I like the Vex a lot. I think they're kind of cool. There's one Vex enemy type at the very end of the Vault of Glass that I think is really, really cool. I cannot find any lore in the game about them, and I won't spoil them just in case someone wants to go run. But
cool.
Those seem really cool.
Yeah, definitely. So, like, hopefully in the next couple weeks here, I'll be letting the TVGP signal and being like, "Hey, let's get our butts to the Vault of Glass here."
I'm sure that myself and Musim and Darky and kind of the whole regular Raiden crew will respond to the call.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Raiding crew.
Yep.
But that is literally all I played this week.
All right, well, all I've played is Binding of Isaac Rebirth. I have played so much of this game. I'm basically trying to... so there's, when you pick your character on kind of the main screen, up in the corner there's a basically a little checklist of everything that you've done for that character. And it's basically, when you get to the end game where I am now, I'm so close to being able to get to the very, very, very bottom of the basement. You do a number of branching paths. So there's basically the mom boss, and then after that there's another boss, and it changes depending on how many times you've killed that boss. I think it stops changing once you've killed it 11 times. And then after that point, there's 2 paths that you can choose from there. They're very, very clear about...
Did you see that?
Just under and up.
Hey, buddy. So one of them kind of goes further down, and one of them goes further up. And there's a modifier that you can do on one of them, depending on how many times you have defeated one of those different paths. So I've unlocked the one, and I haven't unlocked the other one yet. And I think I have all but the secret character unlocked. So I think I have 10 characters unlocked right now.
Wow.
And basically to do everything in the game, which I would really like to do, I don't know if I will, is basically you have to beat Mom, the next boss, the other 2 bosses, and the boss rush on each and every character, and that's just on normal mode. So like you have to do all of that stuff on hard mode too. To like unlock all of the items and unlock all the characters. I know there's this big hullabaloo around the last character. So there's this interesting thing that started to happen where people were noticing that when you die, there's basically a goodbye letter written by the character, and it basically shows, I got killed by this thing. Here's all the cool stuff I picked up. I leave everything to my cat Guppy.
Yeah.
And what people started noticing, which, by the way, anybody that is playing Binding of Isaac, look up the story of Guppy. It's super sad. It was Ed McMullen's cat that passed away during the development of the game. So people started noticing that there were these puzzle pieces that were sort of outlined and had like weird purple shapes in them.
Okay.
In that letter.
Yeah.
So people started putting some of them together because they started finding them, and it started making pictures out of some of this stuff, and people started discovering that there were multiple pictures based on this stuff. And then somebody dug into the files in Steam and data mined what you're supposed to do to unlock the last character.
Wow.
So like the two developers, the lead guy from Nicholas and then Ed McMullen, was sort of like, look, we spent like 3 months making all this cool stuff and like hiding all this stuff, and it was meant for the community to come together and build these images and build all this stuff to repeat these weird steps that you probably wouldn't repeat normally to then unlock this last character. And then they said, well, you bought $100 steak and then you ate it in one bite. Like, you guys just couldn't help yourself. You know, like, so I felt kind of bad about that. I haven't looked up what the solution is. I'll have to eventually, because I think the community stopped putting the puzzle pieces together, unfortunately.
That's a shame.
I'm sure somebody will at some point, because it's kind of cool. It's like the Sunset Overdrive ARG, which I think everybody missed, but it was super cool, where people were decoding and decrypting source code in these websites to lead them to other pages. It was nuts. People should look it up. Dimebag315 in chat and says, and where can people see you play, Boston? You can find me at Boston Hannon on Twitch. And he says that because he and Jay-Z have been my Binding of Isaac buddies here.
Nice.
So I'm having a lot of fun still playing Binding of Isaac because of its random nature, but also because of all of these checklists where I can say, all right, I still need to do this and this and this with this other character, and I barely played this one, so I got to do all this stuff, and there's one thing left here, and then I'm probably only about halfway done with the challenges in the game, which some of the ones I have left are just made by the meanest people ever. Like, the one that I still can't beat, and I've tried a ton of times, is called Solar System, and Isaac has a blindfold on, so he can't shoot tears. He's floating and has two flies surrounding him, one that stays close and one that's pretty further out, and that's it. Like, you only attack with those two flies that are just circling around you regularly. And it's so hard. Oh my god. Like, I know I'll get something good when I finish it, because every time you finish one of those really hard challenges, you get something really good starting to appear in the game. But oh my god. Oh my god.
That sounds painful.
So, man, Binding of Isaac. If you have PS Plus, you have to just go download it. Even if you're not going to play it now, knobs. Just go download it, knobs. It's available on PS4 and the Vita separately, knobs. Go get both of those. They're free. Knobs.
I'm sorry, did you say something?
No, I was just tossing out a suggestion out there. Play Sleeping Dogs. You know, I don't really know what I'm anything else. But that's all I've been playing this week, so let's take a break.
Knobs.
Thanks, I don't feel like an awful human being or anything.
Okay, actually, I think
you should.
I think there was an interview recently from someone who was featured in the PS Plus program, and they say they're not offered a flat fee or a flat payment from Sony. It is based on number of downloads.
Nice.
So, or at least number of purchases. So,
yeah.
People should go do that.
Nice. All right. I'm gonna go get a drink. I need to not be all dry mouthy.
Okay.
Easy there, cat and mouth.
All
right. I got a work phone call. I'll be right back.
All right. Well, it's just you and I, chat. How's everyone doing? Oh, now I need to buy this headset adapter. Ships and sold by Deal Cavern. Oh, come on. Come on. Customers who bought this item also bought a combo audio adapter. For why? What do you need that one for? Bought to convert my PC headphones to use with PS4. I'm doing okay. I'm a little tired. I have a lot of people in the house right now for the impending wedding happening on Friday. So it is it's pretty tiring. For game audio, get chat and stereo directly from the adapter. Can I hear the gameplay sound with this? Yes. Great. I wish I could find this cheaper. I mean, I'll pay $45, but I'm not gonna like it. Oh, Best Buy has it for $25. So does the Microsoft store. Oh, that's why it's sold out of a lot of places. Does anyone have it locally? Thank you for joining me for Shopping with Boston. Even the Microsoft store doesn't have this in stock.
Who doesn't have what in stock?
Nobody has this headset adapter in stock.
That sucks.
Except for a seller on Amazon that's selling it for $45, and it retails for $25. Which,
Come on.
I'll buy it, but I'll be angry.
Well, yeah, and who would blame you?
This PC Mag review of it. You know how they do like pricing in line on the website for. Oh, never mind.
Oh,
never mind. Misread it. Target. How about you?
Come on, Target.
Out of stock online, not sold in stores.
Lame.
Okay, so I guess I'm just going to be buying it from this person that's selling it for $45.
That sucks.
That's kind of a bummer that
yeah,
the headset that comes with the console doesn't, that's okay. That's okay. That's not something for me to get upset about.
So I'm watching some video of a dude with a sparrow that is just murdering people in Destiny.
Check that weather real quick.
It's just driving through people and they are dying.
That's weird. I know it does damage, but I've never seen it kill anybody.
He's he's literally boosting through like guys that are like level 23, 24, and they are just dropping.
Weird.
It's pretty great.
Apply coupons. Dun, 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 dun. Any coupons found?
No.
Nope. Oh well. Never really finds coupons on Amazon.
No.
I use that extension Honey.
Oh, okay, nice.
It works pretty well. Like, every time I buy a domain on GoDaddy, it usually saves like 75%.
Nice. Yeah, GoDaddy's always got deals going.
Yeah, but I never remember to go find them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, do they have any sales on TVs yet? I need a new TV so badly. My burn-in is so bad now.
Check. Tiger Direct had a really nice deal on a 50-inch LED that we actually took advantage of.
Much.
What's up?
I hate Tiger Direct so much.
Yeah, it was like $400 for a 50-inch LED though.
That's pretty okay.
Yeah, and there's a $100 mail-in rebate.
Oh man.
Yeah, it was really okay.
I'm sitting on $400 worth of Best Buy gift cards here too, or Amazon ones.
Oh, okay.
It's been the sort of thing where like people were giving us gift cards for like, hey, you bought a house and like birthdays and Christmas and stuff, and we've just been hoarding them.
Nice.
But I need to get two 55-inch TVs. That's the problem. I mean, otherwise it would be okay, but
nice.
First world problems over here.
Oh.
Right, I would like a Vizio. Start filtering this stuff here.
The only time we get it real bad is that when it's coming straight from the north and it goes south.
Yeah, this one I'm looking for is about the same price here as it is on at Costco.
Yeah.
It's $650 for their E-Series 55-inch.
Okay.
Which seems like a pretty nice TV. I mean, normally if I was just buying for me and I didn't need to buy two of them, I'd just go with another Samsung. Because I was really happy with my previous one, and it's now we'll
touch base we'll touch base at around 7.
Business speak.
All right,
business. Business.
It's always
just synergizing.
Yep.
Always.
I'm gonna save that email for our mailbag episode 2.
Sweet.
I don't think we'll have any emails or tweets this week, but that's fine.
Cool.
Otherwise, I don't think we have anything to talk about on Wednesday. Oh boy.
Oh well.
That happens.
Yeah.
It could be worse. You never know.
We could not release an episode. That would be worse.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. 369 is a pretty good run.
Yep. Let's make it 1,000.
Yeah.
All right.
Can you believe 500 is in the window now? Like
I can't even think that 400 is in the window.
Yeah. Right.
Like
I'm surprised we made it to 20. I thought it would have been this thing where, like, after a while, we're just like, I'm tired. Like, I'm tired, but I'm not going to give up. I'm too stubborn now.
Well, yeah, I mean, who else has done it this consistently?
There have been a lot of shows, but I don't know if they've released... I think either they've done daily or they've missed spots here or there.
Yeah.
Hey, maybe we should throw it out to Guinness.
There you go.
369 consecutive weeks.
Yeah.
Got some publicity.
Yeah, something. I always thought, like, man, maybe I should hire, like, a marketing person. Because I'm sure there's some way to market this show.
Absolutely.
Other than, please listen, tell your friends.
Well, yeah, definitely. We could even... I think we'd be a dead ringer for NPR, though.
You think so?
Oh, I think we could totally pull off NPR.
Yeah. We have the very soothing, dulcet tones.
Well, no, not just that. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I just think if those guys can talk about cars on Sundays like that, I think we're okay.
Oddly topical to talk about car talk right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, because that dude just passed away, didn't he?
Yeah, apparently they haven't done a new episode in like 5 years anyway.
Wow.
So, which, could have fooled me. I don't know. But if there's anything I know for sure, we are definitely better than the disaster that is Wait, Don't Tell Me.
Oh, yeah.
What is Wait, Don't Tell Me?
It's their like news trivia game show. It is abysmal.
Oh, it's
Really?
bad.
It's the worst.
How did that show survive the cut and Sound of Ideas didn't?
I don't know, but hey, at least they have Radiolab. That show is great.
Yeah. Radiolab is fantastic. And I love Science Fridays.
Yeah.
Ooh, I love Science Fridays.
I love
They're so
almost
good.
everything on that show, except sometimes when I turn it on Sunday and there's like country home vinyl records show, and it's just like warbling ladies. And it's just like, I don't.
I'm writing that down as a title.
No.
Warbling ladies. No, like I really enjoy, like, I love Diane Reeves. Like, she gets probably some of the best interviews I think I have ever heard.
In a weird way.
Yeah, like, I love it, but sometimes her voice is so shaky. I'm like, oh, you're so old.
I just want to hold you. You know, the only interview I haven't liked that I heard, I think she did it, was with Santana. I heard it like a week or so ago. He's a douche.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, he's just like, I just really wanted to express my inner light. And I was like, you need to get off the radio now. You need to get off of my NPR.
I was like, yeah, dude, you're good at guitars. Dude, just roll
that's
with
why you
that,
don't
bro.
sing, bro.
That's why Tom Morello shouldn't talk too.
Oh, yeah, Tom Morello, man.
He
is an interview disaster.
Yeah,
he really
just
is.
It's like,
every time.
Hey, we haven't had a train week. Let's get Morello on.
Yeah,
Like-
he's not doing anything. All right, you guys ready for this next segment?
Sure.
Yes. We're gonna do this. Oh, of course, I just I closed show notes instead of switching to that tab because I can't aim my mouse.
Whoops.
No, I hate this app puts the banner across over the first line of text. Like, it's...
Releases for the something or other.
I mean, it's like, it's... Oh,
It's very bright.
Oh, yeah.
That's awful.
I don't know, some other stuff is coming out, and...
oh, but even that... Here, I'll turn the blue filter on.
There you go.
Knock on the blue. I hit an app for that. What the hell? It's like I was sitting that night reading it, and my eyes are like bleeding. I'm
Yeah.
like, there's got to be something to fix this.
Put some blue on it.
Well, actually, it desaturates,
Yeah.
Nice.
but it makes everything look opaque. I don't know. I'm torn. Like, all right, you guys ready?
Ready.
Yeah.
All right, ready in 3, 2, 1. Welcome back, everybody. We got releases this week for November 17th, 2014, folks. Watch Dogs for the Wii U.
That's... the great thing about that is you already know whether or not you want to buy it or not.
That's true.
You know everything about that game.
And you
chances
don't.
are you probably played it already.
Yeah.
Probably.
Dragon Age Inquisition for the PS3, PS4, 360, XBO, and PC.
Oh, I need it so bad. Oh, I am legitimately surprised this is getting universal glowing reviews.
Really?
I don't think I've seen a review that's been under an 8 out of 10.
Wow. So are there big differences between last gen and current gen versions?
I don't think anyone really knows. I think the only version that's been out there are the PS4 and Xbox One versions.
Okay.
I think some outlets have the PC version.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't
But
think
that's going to be on par with this gen. So.
Yeah, and I don't think they're really pushing the 360 and PS3 ones very hard. I think they're sort of assuming if you're an RPG fan, you're used to spending money, so you probably already have one of those.
I'd like to Redbox it before I make a solid decision to purchase it, though.
Yeah.
I got burned by Dragon Age 2. I'm not doing that again.
And don't forget, everyone, anyone that's picking up Dragon Age Inquisition, go do Dragon Age Keep and export your game into Inquisition.
Yeah.
You have to do that. That's not optional.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, WWE 2K15 for the PS4 and XBO.
It's coming to light that is missing apparently a whole bunch of modes. So
Yeah.
if you're interested in that game, keep an eye out because it might be missing a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of hear rumblings that people aren't really happy with that medium anymore.
Wrestling or the wrestling game?
Wrestling.
Oh, well, you know how that
it's
goes.
pretty stale.
Everyone who
Yeah.
loves wrestling hates wrestling, just like video game fans. Oh, video games are my favorite thing. God,
I
they
don't
all
know,
suck.
man. In the 90s and early aughts, man, we were all about it. Like,
Yeah, I even watched it for a little bit. It was pretty good.
Yeah.
Like, granted, we mostly watch it for social interactions with people, but it was...
Who needs that?
We were doing our homework.
Yeah, I got video games.
Yeah. Alrighty, Far Cry 4 for the PS3, PS4, 360, XBO, and PC.
Yep.
I canceled my pre-order for that after Unity came out and flopped, whatever you want to call it. But I'm surprised to see that that's getting really good reviews. So when it's cheaper, I'll probably pick it up for PS4.
That game looks really good, though.
There's so many games on my backlog right now. Like, I don't need to play Far Cry 4.
No.
I feel the same way.
Like, I need to play Inquisition before anyone spoils it. But everything else, like, I'm okay for the moment.
Yeah, I just feel like this is the year of missed opportunities for me.
Yeah.
Like, it's just an odd year.
Late December, catch it up.
Yep. Yeah, it's going to be power time in the snow.
Yeah.
Little Big Planet 3 for the PS3 and PS4.
Talk about sneaking up on you.
Yeah, that just kind of came out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Grand Theft Auto 5 for the PS4 and XBO.
I think that's going to be the version that I finish. I'm not going to pick it up for a little bit because I want to make sure everybody seems to agree that the people that got it early and are playing it, the frame rate's really stable. That's my concern. If you can keep a stable 30, I will be happy.
Well, I think you should play it, Boston.
Yeah. I really loved it when I played it on 360.
I think once you get into that story arc, you will absolutely love that game.
The frame rate drops, it's one of those things where, like, the older I get, the more sensitive I get to frame rate drops. And when that thing would dip into the 20s, there's just something about that game that was just, I got a headache.
You know, that's funny because it seems like the older I've gotten, the less I care about that stuff.
You know, I don't think it's not that I really care about it, because I don't care that the frame rate drops. I just care that some games, when that happens, like, it does something to my head, and I just get this headache. I don't know what it is about it. I'm dying slowly.
I'm not saying that I don't care, but it doesn't seem to affect me the way it used to. Like, it used to be aggravating and then, headache inducing, and now it just doesn't matter. Like, it's weird.
I probably need a new TV. Hannah and I were talking about my TV dying. Yeah. So that's probably not helping anything.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
yeah. Wait till January. January, apparently, is the time to buy new tubes.
Yeah, I hear that about November, too, so I just... My TV now has burn-in after approximately 30 seconds. So I just need to buy a TV.
Really?
It's like 10 years old. It's that TV I had back when I was living in the apartment.
Shut the front door. That TV's 10 years old?
It's real old, yeah. I paid like $1,500 for that TV, and it was 40 inches.
Wow.
I mean, that's how old that thing is.
That's a lot of money for that TV.
Yeah. But man, that was the best looking TV on the market at the time. It's a Samsung. Nice. You can't go wrong.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I'm looking to upgrade the 73 downstairs, but
yikes!
You know what that means.
Get one of those dumb Samsung curved TVs.
No, it's going 80 plus.
Yes.
Anyway, that's a thing. Middle Orcs. Done.
Shadow of Orc.
Shadow of Orcs worse. Comes out for the Orsa 3.6 and the Orsa 3s.
So reminder to everybody, do your research on this game. I'm still not sure if we know that it has that mode.
Nemesis.
So if it doesn't, don't buy that game. Wait until you get the other console.
Yeah, it's not that game.
Yeah, if it has that game is a gem.
Yeah, if it doesn't, that game is not very good.
Right. And wrapping up the list, Super Smash Bros. For the Wii U.
All right, moving on to news story this week. Square Enix announced Just Cause 3. First off, awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Second off, the rumor for the longest time and the leaked screenshots had the game had a bunch of microtransactions in it, and especially with Unity just happening with Microtransaction City, everybody was all rabble rutabaga about it. And Avalanche Studios said, like, hey, look, all right, that was the game before. whoever leaked those screenshots, not cool. But no, there's no microtransactions. You're spending $60 for it. We'll probably release DLC later, but that's we're not. Just buy the game, then you're done. Then you get to play it.
Yeah.
So with as good as Just Cause 2 was, I'm really hoping that this game is going to be super good. Fingers crossed.
Yeah.
I hope it's as much fun. Because, even though I played a little bit of it, like, that game was a riot.
Yeah, at the very least, like, it doesn't even need to be that great. It just needs to be that fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hope they incorporated some of that online stuff that modders developed for Just Cause 2, though.
Well, I think they went back and made a multiplayer for Just Cause 2 on PC and put it on Steam Workshop.
They did, yeah. I remember them doing that.
Yeah, so I think they very quickly realized what the fans wanted, and if they're not going to give it to them, then I guess fans will just do it. So I think they eventually said, like, okay, well, we'll just do that too then. Like, we'll just we got the engine, we got the code, we're all good.
Well, yeah, I mean, the community will tell you what they want to do with that game.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, look at speaking of the community telling people what they want. I don't know if you guys have seen the Microsoft. So Microsoft, for the longest time, for a lot of their enterprise products, have had this. It's called Microsoft Answers. I don't remember what it's called, but basically you go there and you get to suggest an idea, and the community votes it up.
Yeah.
So it's sort of like they recently did. .NET is now going to be open source and cross-platform,
which is crazy.
That was primarily a community thing where they're like, "Hi, look, we want to use this on everything," and it got voted really highly. And that way, Microsoft knows that how to map their roadmap based on what the what people using the stuff want. Most people don't know this, but Microsoft did that for the Xbox One a couple of months ago. And these last two updates, about half of them have been stuff the community wanted. And it's even small stuff like, hey, we want to put an image on the background of the dashboard. And Microsoft's like, oh, like thousands of you do? Well, that's easy. Like, okay, we'll just go do that. You want DLNA support? That's easy too. We'll just go do that.
I don't know. Like, I think the last thing, the last update they have, where you double tap the guide button and you can just literally flick the right stick.
That's invaluable.
That is amazing.
Yep.
And it works so well. You double tap the guide button, it pulls up 4 things: what you're currently doing, your Snap apps, and chat, or usually your friends list something. And you can, instead of saying Xbox Snap, you just double tap it and flip it up, and it pulls up your list of apps and friends list.
You just
and
flick
stuff.
your right stick towards one of the options, and it just does it.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
very
great.
Cool.
It's awesome for unsnapping too. You just double clap, hit up, and unsnaps it.
That was always my worst thing. Like, I've never figured out, like, okay, I snapped achievements because it asked me to. How do I get this gone?
Oh yeah, without flipping back and forth between the home screen and all this other ridiculousness.
I think if there's anything, the biggest thing to applaud Microsoft for this past year is that they have taken the Xbox One interface and that OS, and instead of just sticking to the guns and be like, no, you guys don't realize this is the best thing, they just came out and said, like, okay, well, we tried to do something and you guys didn't like it that much, so we're going to release updates every month except for December, and then we're just going to make it better and let us know what you guys want. And every month they've made that OS way better.
Nice.
It is a lot more, definitely more accessible now than it has been since the start.
That's fantastic.
Man, good on Microsoft. Good job, guys, turning that ship around.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's move on to, I'm going to save a lot of our emails and tweets for our upcoming mailbag episode. But the Gibbinator just got one here in under the line here. Says, are all of these buggy and disastrous launches, AC Unity, Sonic Boom, going to hurt consumer confidence in the end?
Yes.
I think it brings the day one purchasing experience into more light. But I think also, because we had so many bad launches all in 1 week with AC Unity, Sonic Boom, Halo Master Chief Collection, sort of those 3 games kind of covering a wide swath of gamers,
Yeah.
All of them are broken in fairly serious and major ways.
What's up with Sonic Boom? I
It's
didn't hear anything about that.
so it's an Unreal Engine game,
Yeah.
and so its two largest issues are horrific frame rate,
Ugh,
especially in the
that's
parts
bad.
where Sonic's going fast.
Oh, that's no good.
It's
Well, that's where it needs to shine.
it's like
Yeah.
sub 20. It's
Oh.
real bad. And there's just a lot of collision issues. Like not like
That's real bad.
not like Sonic has had before, where it's sort of like, oh, I jumped off this bridge and I'm dead. Oh, Sonic.
Yeah.
It's like I'm walking along this world and I fell through the world and now I'm like 30 minutes back.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I think the thing that helped the most for this, I think, is that a lot of people are kind of sick of it, especially on like these newer platforms. And I think that this was kind of the straw that broke the camel's back, especially Master Chief Collection, where people like still can't play multiplayer.
Yeah.
It's a Halo game. Like that's
Oh
what
yeah,
it does.
and I heard matchmaking is just broke.
Yeah, just like, and even stuff like when you win a match or when you finish a match, your rank is -1 th for every person that's in the match. Like, how did this happen? Do you have QA? Do you need help? So I think the thing that's really interesting, I think the feedback has been so strong that I don't know if you guys saw that Ubisoft started an Assassin's Creed bug fix blog.
Ooh.
Where they're going out and they're like, okay, we have a bug fix patch going out right now, and it fixes these 4 things.
And it fixes microtransactions.
Well, yeah, unfortunately
That's
not.
no.
And
that's
then
what
here's our whole roadmap, and we're going to continue to update as we patch this stuff across these different platforms. That has never happened. Like you would twiddle your thumbs and hope that maybe it's worth it for the developer to maybe release a patch eventually.
Yeah.
And now the feedback and the hatred is so upset, and so strong that Ubisoft is like, hey, don't forget, we're totally working on it. So you guys it's the famous screenshot of the main character with no face and just eyeballs, hair, and that mouth.
They're just the best.
Is like it showed up in the Guardian the other day. Like they wrote an article. It's showing up in like the New York Times.
Because it's such a great, like, encapsulating picture of what happens when a game breaks in a fundamental way.
Well, and there was this one website in the UK that had that screenshot, and it was like him leaning in to kiss another character, and the only caption under it was, gamers say that there are a number of fairly significant problems with Assassin's Creed Unity. I was just like, yeah,
that just,
you're about
understatement of the century.
Yeah. So I think it's at some point we got to stop accepting the fact that games are going to ship to us broken. Like the Master Chief Collection launched with a day one patch that was 20 gigs because they couldn't fit multiplayer on the disc. And instead of saying, well, we'll ship 2 discs because every Xbox One has a hard drive and one will install and one will play, they just patched the multiplayer. You can't do that.
No, that's pulling you out of the experience you're looking to get into on a day one purchase.
Like Assassin's Creed
pop
Unity
it in and work.
had an 800 meg patch the first day, and I'm like, well, that's a bit much for a guy that has a bandwidth cap, but if it fixes issues, fine, but 20 gigs.
So the Master Chief Collection patch is ridiculous. So Halo it's not only online. Like if they had done that with Destiny, if it was like, oh, Destiny's coming out and there's a 20 gig day one patch, that's actually acceptable because you have to be online to play that game.
Yeah, you have that expectation.
Guarantee that the person who's getting that disc has an internet connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just and that's why I canceled my pre-order for Far Cry 4. Will I get it eventually? Probably, but I'm not going to reward the company that launched Unity, a game I was legitimately looking forward to as a hopeful sequel of Assassin's Creed 4, and they launched it in such a broken state. I'm not going to say, well, I hope the next one works out okay. Far Cry 4 should be fine. No.
But do you think voting with your wallet has any ramifications? Because the only thing that I've seen that has worked is when the community gets upset enough and they do start blogging and posting things, that the squeaky wheel gets the oil.
I think you have to do both.
Yeah,
I think
absolutely.
voting with your wallet legitimately does make a difference, because for one person, for me to cancel my pre-order, no. That doesn't make a difference. But I'm hoping that a bunch of people have, or people that listen to the show might think twice about possibly pre-ordering a Ubisoft game, because that's the only way that the stakeholders of Ubisoft make notice, and then that's the only way that this issue gets resolved. Because Ubisoft doesn't care. None of these large companies care that we're upset. They care that the message out there is that you shouldn't buy Unity. They already got my $60. They don't care.
Yeah, I literally said, like, when I heard all about the disastrous launch of Unity, I was just like, I know my wife was probably considering, like, oh, I'll get him that for Christmas. Like, don't get me that game.
Yeah.
Do not get me that game.
You have this blacklist.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a burn notice for Ubisoft.
Here's your do not buy list, honey.
Yeah.
I want literally anything else.
And I think that's the only way. And sure, that might be my standard normal optimism getting the better of me, but I think at some point we have to vote with our wallet and say, like, look, if you're going to launch crap, if you're going to launch a game that on a console that ran the previous game 1080p 60 frames, this thing barely squeaks out 1080p 20 frames, you can't do that. That's not how this works anymore.
No.
And I think we have to vote with our wallets at some point.
100% agree.
And hopefully it works.
I've been doing that for years, but they still pump out a Madden every year.
Yeah, but that's
a little different.
But it's not really. When you look at Assassin's Creed specifically, when you look at a lot of the other Ubisoft games, that's the same. But Ubisoft put out 2 Assassin's Creed games in 1 year on the same day. And apparently the one that came out on the last gen is actually the good one. But, like, they know what they're doing. Like, they could have put out Rogue this year and said, all right, this is this year's Assassin's Creed, and then next year they could have saved Unity for next Christmas, and everybody would have been happy. But something happened, and they put out both at the same time. That in and of itself is concerning, but to put out, but Knobs is doing the money hand signal here, but what does that get him? You put out a terrible game where a lot of people are saying, like, all right, 3 wasn't very good, 4 was really divisive for a lot of people, and now Unity flopped.
Yeah.
You know how much more? A lot of people are like, look, I'm not only done with Assassin's Creed, I'm done with Ubisoft. Like, they've burned me 3 or 4 times now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. What was the one game I felt really burned? Like Crysis 3.
Like, oh yeah.
And, like, I don't think I bought a Ubisoft game since that happened.
Yeah. It's just a shame. Like, I feel like there's this scale, and it's one side is EA and one side is Ubisoft. And right now, EA is up and Ubisoft is down.
And it used to be Activision on the other side of that scale, remember?
And Activision is doing okay. I mean, they're doing the same stuff. And then once EA is going to go down, Ubisoft is going to go up. Like, we can only have one villain in this story, and there's 2 bad guys.
And it's like, and when you have an article that comes out, I don't remember where it was, but it was just, is Ubisoft the new EA?
Yeah. It's probably
you done messed up.
Yeah, I think it's time to address the mission statement at that point.
Yeah, exactly. So vote with your wallet. It works. So, but that's all our emails and tweets this week. We're going to save all of them for next week's mailbag episode. So please, if you have any additional questions, it's going to be a couple of days before we start recording that, which we will do live. Send that on in. Visit us at tvgp.tv. Email us at tvgpfans@gmail.com. Tweet us at tvgp and everything else right down on the page.
Alrighty, don't forget to join the forums, please. Don't forget to mark yourselves on the map. Join us for Monday Night Game Night, 10 p.m. EST, and our Friday night weekend wrap-up is usually every Friday night.
Get your weekend started right with some BS4.
That's right, with some BS4 and some shenanigans.
Yep.
Indeed.
Other game nights are Thursday night game night on Steam. Join the community for that and get your updates and notifications there. And Wednesday night is PS4 game night with a thing in the forums.
Yeah, and if you see me on
Sorry, I
Destiny
should know
on a
more.
Wednesday night, hop in. Let's
There you
just
go.
play. Yeah,
That's
I may
it.
not talk, but hop in.
That's the motto across the board. Just jump in.
Hop on in.
Yep.
Jump in. Everyone is welcome.
Yeah.
And I am excited to announce that the TVGP Game Club game is Deus Ex Human Revolution.
Oh man, now I gotta
Let's
play
see.
that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright.
So if you have not played this game, folks, go and get it. I'm sure the original version's nice and cheap. The director's cut probably is pretty decently priced by now.
Oh yeah.
But man, I'm super excited to have an excuse to play this game again. It's going to be great.
I've actually heard the Wii U version is really good.
Yeah, I've heard the same thing.
Yeah.
So hey, everybody can play this game because
There you
it's
go.
on like everything.
I know it's super cheap on Steam for sure.
Yeah, definitely.
And don't forget to watch us live every week, twitch.tv/E1M1 Network. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching and listening. We'll see you all next week.
Laters.
Peace.
And titles.
All right. Got a few one here. I got needs.
Pulling on a dog's nose.
BS4. Move forward or you're dead. Perfect pitching form. His little boot feet. Jet set radio disaster. Blast of death. A coffee pot, a toaster, and some nickels. Everything is on fire. That weapon is a crowd pleaser.
I love just seeing that laid out on that mantle. It was so. And then you got all these beautiful trophies to choose from.
Binding of Isaac Buddies. Made by the meanest people ever. Warbling ladies. Middle orcs. Rabble rutabaga. We got the code and adjust the mission statement.
I liked BS4. That's the only one that
BS4,
really jumped out to me.
Yeah.
Anybody else feel anything strong about anything else?
Nah.
Nothing really jumped out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
kind of a chill episode this week.
Hey,
Indeed.
they can't all be helibats.
It's
No.
true.
Robat. Well, no, it was Robats.
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 Forgot about Robats. This stupid show. Who lets us do this?
You do.
Oh yeah, what the hell's wrong with me?
You're the enabler,
I really
or
am.
would it be the internet?
Me and my money. Keeping this stupid show alive. Alright, starting in 3, 2, 1. This is That Video Game Podcast, episode 369 for November 17th, 2014. BS4.
Join us.
Start the weekend right.
Alright, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. We'll see you on Wednesday
Yeah.
at about 5 p.m. Pacific, so that's later in the day on other time zones. We'll be doing a mailbag episode, so if you want to join us in chat, send emails, send tweets already. And if you want to join us in chat, we always take questions in chat, but more so than usual.
Yeah.
Please help us. All right, see you next week.
Bye.